Okay, this is Duncan for MG Stories, and we're on part 3 of the breakdown, and we've got the gearbox out. I'm here with my good friend buddy Joe, who you last saw on video at the track at his first race weekend.
Yeah, classic. No, the fall.
Fall Classic,
Fall,
yes.
Yeah,
And we're now back down to earth, midwinter, and I'm relying upon my friend Joe here's expertise as we start to break down the gearbox and diagnose the problem and the parts we need to replace. Ready for action, Joe?
Yeah, ready.
Let's do it. Okay, welcome back. So, we're going to call this a win.
Yeah.
Yep. So we have broken down the gearbox. So with me doing a bit of wrenching and Joe applying all the expertise, he's done tons of bits and pieces that I never saw. So it means that I need his help to put it all back together again.
No, you're able to put it back.
Yeah, right. But we have got to the bottom of the problem. So there was a couple of things wrong. First of all, it was the gearbox was locked. It was stuck in fourth, so it wasn't going to go anywhere. But even before that, there was synchromesh problems with me changing gear. Second gear would fall out quite a bit, and third gear was definitely crunching on the way in. So we've got to the bottom of all of it, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to bore you with all the details, but on your average gearbox, you've got a number of gears that lock together in order to drive the drivetrain.
The main shaft.
Yeah, and the main shaft. And these gears are meant to lock together, and they come together using a synchromesh gear, which essentially aligns the gears together to help them lock into one another. Now, all of these problems were caused by, when they're all plugged together, there's a nut that goes on the end of the gearbox here that's meant to be all nice and tightened up and locked into place with a couple of tabs. Is that what you said?
These tabs, yeah.
Yeah.
These tabs here.
These tabs would lock it in, and the whole bolt was loose. So that meant, Joe, what was this being loose caused what?
Yeah, this one, it went back towards the fourth gear and it jammed on it.
Yeah.
So it locked the fourth with the main shaft.
Yeah.
So you were driving all the time fourth gear.
Yeah, so there was no choice other than fourth in the end. But even before that,
You had to play.
yeah, so because this was loose, it meant that all of these finely tuned gears and down to the micromillimeter of width and stuff, all of that gets
Big gap.
shoved aside because this loose bolt was allowing all of these gears to move. And you can see, if I can just zoom in on this one here, this is the second gear arrangement. And you can see that the teeth have all worn on the edge there.
Outside.
And you can see that the metal's been rubbing on the outside there. So yeah, second gear, for the longest time, forever since I've been on the road, second gear was the problem because it was jumping out and it was crunching, and then third gear was doing the same. All down to a loose nut. Yes. So what we're going to do, I'm going to replace some of these components, and then it will be a case of getting together again with a beer and put it all back together again.
Yes, yeah.
But that's not today.
No, not tonight. No.
Unless you know of an MGB Gearbox shop that's open late on a Tuesday night, we're going to call it a halt there. So, Joe, thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. And I learned an absolute ton about gearboxes here, so that was a lot of fun. So, for now, this is Duncan and Joe.
Back to the studio.
For MG Stories. Back to the studio.